Hi everyone, welcome back to the new session of our political science class. So last class we had discussing chapter 6 of our political science, and in that topic or in that chapter we are discussing the national political parties. Seven national political parties we already discussed. After the completion of the seven national political parties, we are moving to state parties. And in this topic or in this session, we are going to discussing about state parties and the challenges faced by the political parties, and of course the reform. What are the measures to success to these parties? So state parties. Other than these six parties, most of the major parties of the country are classified by the election commission as state parties. What is state party? Other than these six, not six, it's seven parties. Other than these seven parties, most of the major parties in the country are classified by the election commission as state parties. And parties just like Samajwadi Party, Samada Party, and Rashtriya Janata Dal, having national level political organization with units in several states. And some of these parties like Biju Janata Dal, Sikkim Democratic Front, and Mizo National Front are conscious about the state identity. And over the last three decades, the number and strength of these parties has expanded. So these are the major topics related to the state party. And we are going to looking what are the challenges faced by the political parties. And all over the world, people express a strong dissatisfaction with the failure of political parties to perform their function well. And the first challenge is lack of internal democracy. Keep note that the first challenge faced by the political party, that is lack of internal democracy within the party. And all over the world, there is a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top, and it is one of the negative side of a political party. The leaders assume the greater power to make decisions in the name of party. In one or few leaders exercising the paramount power in the party, and those who disagree with the leadership find it difficulty to continue in the party. And the second challenge is of the dynastic succession is related to the first one. First challenge we already discussed, that is a lack of internal democracy, and the second challenge is dynastic succession. It is also related to the first challenge. And since most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedures for their functioning, there are very few ways for an ordinary workers to rise to the top in the party. And the third challenge is about the growing of role of money and muscle power. We know about that. According to the political parties, the party or the politics is shaping and sharing of power, or the struggle for the power. And during that struggle, they are using such malpractices, and the role of money and muscle power is one of the important aspects and the challenges faced by the political party, and especially during the elections. And rich people and companies who give funds to the parties to having influence on policies and decisions of parties, tend to having influence on the policies and decision of the party, and sometimes parties supporting criminals who can win elections. And the fourth challenge that is very often parties do not seem to offer a meaningful choice. So there are four challenges we are discussing in this session. And first challenge is a lack of internal democracy. And second one is growing of money and muscle power. And another that dynastic succession. And the fourth one is lack of meaningful choices. And how can the parties be reformed? Well, let us look at some of the recent efforts and suggestions in our country to reform the political party and its leaders. The constitution was amended to preventing elected MLAs and MPs from changing his party. And this was done because many elected representatives were in defection in order to become the ministers or for cash rewards. So the court proclaimed the constitution amended or giving the right to anti-defection law. The Supreme Court passed an order to reducing the influence of money and criminals. The Election Commission passed an order making it is necessary for political parties to hold their organizational elections and file their income tax returns. And besides these, many suggestions are often made to reform political parties. A law should be made to regulate the internal affairs of political party, and it should be made compulsory for political parties to maintain a register for its members. And besides, these are the major suggestions besides the act. And it should be made mandatory for political parties to give a minimum number of tickets, about 1/3 to women candidates. And there should be a state funding of election. The government should give party money to support their election expenses. And this solution has not been accepted by a political party. And there are two other ways in which political party can be reformed. One, people can put pressure on political party, and on the other way, this can be done through the petition, publicity, and agitation. So we are completing our chapter 6 of our political science, political party. So students, keep follow your textbooks very carefully. So these are the major topics related to this chapter. Thank you all.